With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the set.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd and 5. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This will be taken at the 10. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And just shutting him off there. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A big play there for Andy. 68 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the wall. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. QB sneak, Richardson. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them. 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Hyde. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Richardson going to move them around. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
They're on 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to... down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be about 60% just to be in the average range.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Moreland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Tigers.
Throwing to start the drive. High. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's fourth down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
A 37-yard attempt.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw. High. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
Richardson to throw again after the pick six. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side complete. That's Sanchez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going
and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Walker on first down. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hyde. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start with the option. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Hall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side he's got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson on the bootleg here. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to run now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A toss left side for Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Breece Hall, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Seattle. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Richardson looking to throw this. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Richardson looking to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Hall want to give up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go play action with Richardson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. Under
pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple couple of defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. This is 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Back to throw. He completes this to Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Walker has it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. He rifles complete. Caught on the rim. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. Finding Pittman. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down. Richardson.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Richardson.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Let's face it, this defense has had shared struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.